Yes, life was delayed, but it never gave the nod.
Hello, everybody. It's Annika LaQuette here, and you're listening to Never Gave the Nod podcast. Listen, if you are new here, make sure that you go and listen to the previous week's episode and hit the subscribe button for me. Since I did not have an episode on last week, I would like to give a shout out to Miss Bishop, to all of the other teachers, okay, that I gave a shout out to. The reason why I'm giving a shout out to Miss Bishop because she does not have a Facebook, but baby, I love you, and I'm so happy that you were my teacher when I was in high school. And any of the teachers that I was not able to give a shout out to on Facebook, I am giving a shout out to all the teachers, okay, from last week. So, y'all, I have to just get into it because it's episode 10. It is episode 10. We are finally here at this point in the podcast. And y'all, I'm gonna have to let y'all know what's been going on, okay? Because y'all have been seeing me kind of on and off of the podcast. Normally, I do episodes every week, but it seems as though I do episodes every other week, or I have skipped 2 weeks, different things like that. But let me just let y'all know what's going on. So, baby, spiritual warfare is real. It's very, very real. Since starting this podcast, I have experienced so much spiritual warfare with family, with mental health, with just the podcast itself, and just a lot of things going on that I can't talk about up here right now at this second because I don't have permission to. But I just experienced so much spiritual warfare, and spiritual warfare is real. So if you have ever experienced that, I'm letting you know today that you're not alone. You are loved, you are wanted, you are taken care of. Even if you feel like you're alone in this situation, I feel that when you're going through a spiritual warfare, you feel like you are by yourself, period, like just by yourself. And you feel like no one is looking out for you. You feel like no one's protecting you. You feel like your mind is all over the place. But I'm just here to let you know that you are okay. Things happen to people where spiritual warfare is testing your faith, is testing your mental health. But I feel like at the end of the day, it's either a sign that God wants you to be closer to Him, or it's a sign that you are about to receive a big blessing. Okay, your blessing is on the way. God is on the way for you, and that's why I say, since the starting of this podcast, I've been going through a spiritual warfare, like for real, and that lets me know that I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing, and it's okay that I'm going through this. But baby, the thing about it is I have so many prayer warriors who pray for me, who pray with me and pray for me, okay? But I also pray with them, and I am open minded. And I don't know about y'all, but I have a pride thing. Okay, I'm just gonna be real. I have a toxic pride thing when it comes to pride. Like, I don't ask for help. I was always raised to, if you need something, you need to get yourself, you need to do it yourself. Never ask for help, never ask for anything. So when people say, oh, let me know if you need anything, let me know if you need something, I'm not going to let you know. That's just my thing. I'm not going to let you know that I need help. I'm not going to let you know that I need something. So for me, and for anybody else who are like me, sometimes you may do need to ask for help. But that's just something that I have to get over. But personally, that's something I don't do. I don't ask for help. So if you want to help me, I say just do it. Whatever you think I need, just do it. Don't ask me to tell you, do you need anything? Because I'm not going to tell you. I will literally eat rocks before I ask anybody for help. But I feel like you have to know me to know that I need something, you know? But at the end of the day, that's just my toxic thing that I need to kind of get over. But that's going to take some time because I was raised differently, okay? And not to depend on anybody, especially when I want to do something and get things done. But that's what I'm saying. I feel like with this spiritual warfare, I feel like God was like basically wanting me to get closer to Him. Also, be able to be vulnerable with my friends and being vulnerable with family members during that time of when I was going through a warfare. Just being vulnerable with myself and being open and not just so closed in and not just so just like to myself, right? during that time, I had to stay prayed up. I had to make sure that I was focused. It was plenty of times where I just wanted to give up on life, right? Plenty of times I just wanted to stop, to say, you know what, I just want to stop doing my podcast. I want to stop doing social media. I just want to escape from the world, right? But God literally told me no. And a sign that I received that let me know that I had to continue to do my podcast and continue to do social media is when I saw Tabitha Brown Instagram page. And it was a page that was basically dedicated to like Tabitha Brown quotes and videos and different things like that. So I heard one video that she posted and she said,
Finish what you started. Finish what you started. Okay? I know it's getting tough. You're tired. It feels impossible. It's getting harder. But finish what you started. Don't forget why you even started in the first place. But you must finish what you started. Everybody said you wouldn't finish. Everybody counted you out. Don't you dare prove them right. Here, finish what you started. Don't give up on yourself. You can do it. Okay? All right. Very good.
don't stop what you're doing. Whatever you're doing, finish what you started. That's exactly what she said. She said, finish what you started. And she kept beating that to my head. Finish what you started. And I'm like, baby, it's hard to finish what you start, especially when things are going on in your life. And she said, I know it's hard, but finish what you started. And I'm going to insert that clip into this so y'all can have that in y'all head as well, like Tabitha Brown beat into my head. But finish what you started, right? That has gotten me through that warfare. Okay. And another video that I did a blind reaction to was Real Talk Kim. She did a clip of her video, but she's also a pastor, a minister, whichever one you prefer. But she's a pastor, and she basically spoke life into what she was going through. Right. And that video got me through spiritual warfare as well. I probably want to insert a little bit of that clip in here as well so y'all can see and hear what Pastor Kim said in that clip.
Through a divorce, I would never have had to get a job at Bloomingdale's. $13 an hour. I did not think God was anywhere in that. Because why would he ever let me go from six figures? I lost a $500,000 house. I lost my 2 Mercedes, lost a Navigator. My kids could get anything they wanted, to moving back in with my mother and my father house in a little bitty bedroom with my 2 kids downstairs. Couldn't even buy their schooling. And having to go get a job doing makeup. It did not make sense then. But today, if I wouldn't have walked through a divorce, I would not be doing what I'm doing. If I wouldn't have walked through a divorce, I wouldn't have had to go get a job, and people sitting in my chair became you. I started learning how to minister because I didn't know how to do makeup. I learned how to speak to their spirit. I was drawn. I was forced. It was pulled out of me because of the mistakes that I had made. He took my mistakes and made it a message. Never in a million years did I think I would be pastoring. Never in a million years did I think my 2 sons would be in ministry with me. Never in a million years did I think I would take over my dad and mom's church when my daddy didn't even believe in women preachers. Listen to me. Where you are is exactly where you're supposed to be. Don't waste the message. Stop caring what people think about you and tell it. Tell your story. Tell your testimony. Well, I don't have a testimony yet. The mere fact that you are here this morning is enough for you to get on your feet and give God a praise that you ain't dead, which means he ain't done.
But that clip has inspired so many people that I did a blind reaction to it, and I have millions of views on that blind reaction due to the fact that at that point in time, I posted it. But let me tell y'all something. When I did that blind reaction, I wasn't going to post it. I wasn't, because I felt as though people may not listen or get the message or feel the message as much as I did. But something in my spirit, that was God. So when somebody say, oh, something told me to, that's God telling you. God was telling me, post it, make the content, post it. I posted it and I just let it go, right? And within a day, it reached 1 million views. Within 2 days, 2 million views, and I believe now it's at 3 million to the day. And I posted that maybe a week and a half ago. So I'm telling you, the message, you never know, your message is probably helping somebody else. Okay. So whenever you're going through something and you feel like maybe I just need to stop this, don't stop, because that is probably your breakthrough. That's probably God's way of showing you that, baby, you need to get closer to me. You need to take a second and just say, you know what? Sometimes I'm not okay. Sometimes I'm not okay. Sometimes I need a break. And sometimes that break requires me to be closer to God. Okay. So through all 10 episodes of this podcast, I was getting closer to God. Okay. I was getting so close, and the devil was fighting with me. God and the devil was fighting back and forth with me. Okay. And that mindset of, dang, I feel like I'm tired. I'm so tired. I don't feel like doing this. I feel like I'm just ready to be over with and done with this podcast and over and done with my social media journey. I'm just tired. At the end of the day, God was like, get up. So he put different videos in my way. He put things that allow me to see that whatever I'm doing in this moment is not going to benefit me. It's going to only hinder me from achieving my dreams, and also hindering me from getting the messages out that people need to hear. Y'all need to hear this message. I don't know who this is for, but I know that the reason why I'm doing this today is because I have went through spiritual warfare. If you all want to start a business, make sure that you contact me, okay? Because I will be doing commercials for you all. Make sure that you send me an email at navigator9podcast@gmail.com, and I will definitely get in touch with you about promotion for your business. We're still going through spiritual warfare as we speak right now, but I'm okay today, okay? Other days I was not okay, but I'm okay today. And that's all that matters. If you are going through a spiritual warfare, I encourage you to take it one day at a time. Don't think too far ahead. Just take it one day at a time. Because I'm telling you, if you think so far ahead, you probably get overwhelmed with everything that's going on in your life. You're going to get overwhelmed. You're going to want to quit. You're going to want to quit on life. You're going to want to quit on different things. You want to quit on your friends, family, whatever. So I'll encourage every last one of you all, if you're going through something, just take it one day at a time, and don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. Okay. Even though, like myself, I am prideful when it comes to ask for help, still ask for help. Even if you have to text one of your friends and be like, just pray for me today. Even if you have to text one of your friends and say, hey, can you call me? We need to pray real quick. Something simple as that is what can help you out. I'm telling you, that is what happened to me. I have had my friends pray for me, my family pray for me. Different things are going on in my life. Like I said, I can't talk about right now, but different things are going on in my life. And it's crazy. It's crazy. It's a lot. But at the end of the day, I'm still here. I'm still standing. I am still doing this podcast because I know this is my calling. And every last guest I have had on the show, when we record, and even after I stop the record button, they said, thank you for doing this podcast, because everybody needs to hear this. Thank you for doing this podcast. Thank you for getting us small businesses out there to the public. Thank you for seeing our worth as a small business. Thank you for just being here and doing this for people, because some people may be low on promotions. Some people may feel discouraged because people do not see their business as a business, and they're putting so much money and time and effort into their business, and they feel like they're not being seen or heard. And that's the reason why I made this podcast, because I want people to be seen and heard. You see what I'm saying? So this podcast is meant to be. Never Gave Denied podcast is meant to be. That's the reason why I came up with this name, Never Gave Denied, because this is something that has happened to everybody, where they feel delayed in their life, but it was never denied. That's why I always make my quote, yes, life was delayed, but it never gave denied. So when you're going through a spiritual warfare, yes, you may feel like you're delayed. Yes, you may feel like you're behind. Yes, you may feel like you're left out. Yes, you may feel like you're lonely. Yes, you may feel like you're just by yourself and no one is looking out for you. But I'm here to tell you today that yes, life was delayed, but it never gave denied. Yes, you may be going through this, but you're not alone and you're not by yourself. There's people out here who love you. There's people out here who want to see you succeed. Even when you may not think people want to see you succeed, there's people out here who want to see you succeed. There's people out here who want to see you grow up, mature, be brilliant, be amazing. Just take it one day at a time. Stay prayed up. Have your friends and family pray with you and pray for you. And I would encourage you just to go to a church event, like somebody's hosting an event at church, just attend. Or if one of your friends is having an event, go to their event. Because also, I would say, when you're going through a warfare, you also need to take yourself out of yourself and do something that is out of your comfort zone. So for me, I don't like to go nowhere. I'm more of a homebody. I like to stay in the house, but I know that I need to go out. I know that I need to get up, get dressed, and go out because sometimes I do like to go out, but I just don't feel like I'm invited to a place. So I said, if I'm not invited, I'm not going nowhere, right? But sometimes you don't have to be invited to a place. Just go somewhere. Take yourself out of your house, take yourself out of your comfort zone and go. Even if it's just like to a lounge, even if it's to a girls' event, a girls' day event, or a festival or something. Take yourself out of your comfort zone. Get out of the house, get some air. And shoot, even if you want to do a picnic outside, be at one with nature, okay? Get your Bible, get your food, be outside and stay prayed up and just pray, meditate, whatever you need to do in order to do the best thing that you can. Is probably your life, right? Do everything that you can do to stay sane, stay focused on your goals and your journeys, because when you're trying to achieve something, I'm telling you, everything's going to be coming at you, okay? And you just want to give up. But I'm here to tell you today, don't stop your dreams. Don't stop going. Continue to keep going because trust me, someone needs to hear your message. Someone needs to hear you. Someone needs to see that you are getting through it, even when you don't look like you're going through anything. I would encourage you to pick up your camera if you want to be a content creator. If you want to be a graphic designer like myself, pick up your pen, pick up your materials, your phone, your computer, and start designing. If you want to go back to school, go to school. And not just say go to school, I'm talking about literally apply for school. If you need financial aid, do the financial aid. Go to the open house. Go to the classes to see how the classes and the teachers are. Go and do what needs to be done. If you want to buy a car, save the money and buy that car. If you want to buy a house, go and hit up my girl Izzy. Go and hit my girl Izzy Hankins and get you a house. If you want a CDL, if you want your driver's license, simple things. Just do something that is out of your comfort zone. Things that you know that can make you a better person, do it. And that is how you beat spiritual warfare. Do what you need to do in order for you to be closer to God. Period. Thank you all for being patient with me because y'all have seen that I have either stopped doing a podcast episode or I have taken like multiple weeks off. So I thank every last one of you all for continuing to be supporters of Never Gave Denied podcast. Thank you so much for supporting me, the host, Annika LaQuette. Thank you so much for supporting my content. Thank you so much for supporting this journey. And remember, yes, life was delayed, but it never gave denied. I'm your host, Annika LaQuette, and you're listening to Never Gave Denied podcast. Bye.